1280.
Welcome you back. Some technical difficulties trying to keep us on the air here. Safter's on first. Ball low in the zone.
I think it's 2-2.
Brady Burzell, he's the second batter. Nobody out here in the first inning. Where we're coming to you, our camera location right down the first base line. See Sam Zyril manning the first base coach. Runner takes off for second, ball's high, throw down to second, not in time. Safter, after attempting to steal 3 times, third time being the charm there.
Yeah, and I believe it's full count on Burzell right now.
Designated hitter. Swing and a miss, strike 3, first out of the ball game. Runner on second, and here is the aforementioned Brandon Burzell. Run down the lineup. Brandon is being DH'd. Anthony Hansen is out on left. Batting fourth is Austin Hansen. Fifth, Garrett Zug. Seventh, Quinn Santilli. Eighth, and Sean Hudak ninth. Here's the first pitch to Brandon Burzell, who roped one down the third base line and rounding first base last night. Went down, was not able to make it to second for what was a short double.
Yeah, and looked scary when it happened, right? So excited to see him back in the box today. Hopefully he can hit one out of the park and not have to run the bases.
Just walk around.
Half-hearted swing there. Chased one up at the zone.
I'm still interested, though. It's still hard to get in the box and, you know, turn your hips and plant and load and swing. And it's going to be a lot for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, certainly not 100%.
No.
Called a strike. And the Chargers just in general not at 100%. Quinn Santilli's battling the flu. Even though he pitched well yesterday.
Zay's out for the season.
Zay's out for the season. Reed well upstairs. Burzell able to handle off of that. Safter applauds his efforts as he retreated back to the second base bag.
Yeah, Reed, a senior.
Phil McCarron just called for time here. He's asking to talk to Brandon.
You can see Brandon with that limp walking out to meet his coach. But yeah, the senior pitcher for Seton LaSalle, he can bring it, but he's having a little bit of issue with his control so far in this game. Conversations are over.
Ryan Reed checks on Safter at second. Pitch called, strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts of the Burzell brothers. And that will bring up Austin Hansen, the center fielder for the Chargers, who leads the team in hits.
Yeah, and Hansen got to stay hot here. Try to find a way to get Safner in would be huge for the Chargers here on the road after yesterday.
23 hits, 20 of them singles, 3 doubles.
Very steady kind of guy, just throws those hands. He's quick to the ball.
Takes the first pitch, weakly hit to right field. Right fielder takes his hat off, blocks the sun, and makes the catch one-handed to retire the top of the first. Chargers get a hit, but can't do anything with it. And now the Rebels coming to the plate for their first at bat. And what was both teams really got off to a hot start. Chargers kind of cooled off offensively last night, and Seton had their spurts of success.
Yeah, after those first 2 innings, the Chargers just couldn't find a way to really get guys on base after that. And my man, Gorgania was just unbelievable yesterday. And then, you know, the Chargers, Santilli pitched a great game, but Seton LaSalle found a way. Soon as we had, what's his name, entered into the game, DiMaggio yesterday. Man, he was just on fire. He led to all 3 runs, hit a home run, you know, doubled in a run and then also stole home. So he just changed the whole game.
Now that we have a second, we'll go down these lineups one more time. We'll start with the Chargers one more time. James Safter leads off. He'll be behind the dish. Brady Brazell bats second, and he'll be on the bump. There's the battery for the Chargers. Batting third, designated hitter Brandon Brazell, who bats for Anthony Hansen, who's out in left field. Austin Hansen bats fourth out in center field. Batting fifth is Garrett Zug in right field. Gino Williams in the sixth spot at shortstop. Nate Schmidt bats seventh. He'll be at second base. Batting eighth is the first baseman Quinn Santelli, and batting ninth the third baseman Sean Hudak. And for Seton LaSalle, Nate Gorgantia, he'll bat first and play at second base. DiMaggio Lanero bats second at shortstop. Pitcher Brian Reed in the third spot. Cleaning things up for Seton will be Cole Sterrett, the designated hitter, who will be the DH for center fielder Ethan Richardson. Mark Weber bats fifth. He'll be at third base. First baseman Michael Todd in the sixth spot. Batting seventh, the catcher Aiden McKenzie, followed by left fielder Eric White, and batting ninth, the right fielder Corey Myers. Defensive alignment again for the Chargers. The Hansen brothers in left and center. Garrett Zug at right. Hudak, Williams, Schmidt, Santelli, the battery Brazell, and Safner. First pitch taken downstairs for ball one to Gorgantia. Two and 0.
I'm interested to see how Brazell does because he hasn't got too many innings besides saving a couple games. So coming in and starting a game, be interesting to see.
Weekly fly ball to right field, and Garrett Zug ranges over to make the catch. First down at the bottom of the first inning.
And the other thing here, too, is Hudak playing third base today. You know, he's got a good glove over there. He's got a strong arm.
And you got Quinn Santelli playing at first. And a bunch of different positions for the Chargers. And Safter behind the dish for the second straight game.
Come on, G.
Yeah, by the way, James did a great job after coming in, after Brandon got injured yesterday.
No, yeah, he really did. He's just a force anywhere he plays. He plays so hard and competes.
Weekly chop foul down the third base line.
Nothing like battling through adversity for these Chargers. You know, they're used to it over these years of just always having to battle through adversity, you know, with every sport. So not like they haven't been here before.
Fly ball out to center field. Hansen on his horse back over his head. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. It bounces off. DiMaggio Lanero circling second, holding there, and he has a one-out double. Homered and doubled in the game yesterday. After coaches sat him the first inning yesterday, found out after the game that was the reasoning behind him not starting. Boy, is he.
He's a ball player.
He can strike it, yep.
He's a horse. I mean, he got some power. And no doubt. He plays with a chip on his
He's got to
shoulder.
be the guy in the lineup, in the Rebels lineup, that you got to circle and say, don't let this guy beat you.
Yep.
Well, we just talked about it yesterday off the air, too. Don't throw to him.
Yeah.
How would you even throw to him?
This is grounded to second. Lanero moves to third, but Schmid, meanwhile, tosses over to Santelli to retire Brian Reed for the second out of the inning. 2 away here at the bottom of the first inning. Runner now sits on third for Cole Sterrett, the designated hitter, as we are just getting a face full of wind right now.
Yeah, I mean.
It was quiet.
Yeah.
It was quiet up till game time. I mean, occasionally a breeze would come through, but.
Feels good, but
it does, yeah.
It's not ideal for the broadcast or the listeners, as the first pitch to Sterrett is low for ball one.
It's also not ideal where we're sitting right now. It's going to be uncomfortable 6 innings,
Yeah.
7 innings.
Might end up standing here shortly.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take the computer with me.
You mean the truck?
Yeah, the truck.
truck.
Yeah. I'm taking the truck with me. Sorry, guys. I'm giving all our secrets away.
This is popped, headed for foul territory. Zug's not going to be able to get there.
And it's very spacious down the right field line, foul territory.
Learned that the hard way setting up, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I was set up, and they came out and says, "You're in play." I said, "Oh."
Well, the other bad thing is if a foul ball comes over here.
Well, that's
we're all
another.
in
That's
trouble.
that's one reason I'm behind the screen.
I mean, you know, Seton definitely had some well-struck balls yesterday,
Oh, they
but
did.
they also played small ball. They stole home. You know, they were doing kind of the little things, too.
Yeah, in reality, that's really what won them the game. I mean, they had a couple hard hits, some spectacular plays
Right.
in the outfield.
This is well struck into right field. Will bring in the game's first run. It's an RBI single for Cole Sterrett. And it's 1-0 Seton LaSalle here in the first.
But that's what we talked about. So you let DiMaggio hit, and he hits a double, and then he's able to get moved over, hitting behind the runner, and now single scores a run. Instead of just, I mean, he could steal, obviously, but he could have just pitched around him and, you know, maybe gave him first instead of a double.
And maybe swings and hits something or strikes out.
Yeah, you
chasing.
never know what happens. He could chase it. You just don't want to give him anything good to hit.
First pitch misses to Mark Weber, the third baseman. Second pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's okay. I wasn't going to call you out.
No, don't.
'Cause I
By
think
all
I'd-
means, everybody else will. There's a called strike.
Well, it's hard to see down here anyway. So,
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm not going to lie, I think last count might have been 3-2, and I had a 2-2. But it's hard to see.
And you can't hear him because of the wind.
No. Or he's not active back there, one or the other.
That one missed. According to my count, it's 3-1.
Well, one thing I will say is that these umpires got to be better than yesterday because, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain, but they weren't very good.
No, for both teams.
No,
No,
I felt,
either way.
I did feel that way. Fouled off, 3-2.
You can't have two of the best teams going at it in a meaningful game and have two umpires that just aren't going to take control of the game.
Time is called. Stepping out is Weber, the third baseman. Runner takes off, and did it hit him?
No, it's a foul ball.
Oh,
This
fouled
time,
it off.
this time the umpire said it went off his foot.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was yesterday. How the
You had to
game
been
ended.
you had to been watching yesterday to
Yeah.
understand that one.
Another payoff opportunity here. Pickoff. And
They had him leaning.
it, definitely did. He had a great view of that. Yeah, this might be among the top most uncomfortable starts to a broadcast for a broadcast.
I'm going to have abs.
My
after
feet
this.
are asleep. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on. There's a ball 4. Yeah, we're going to
Well,
have to do something about this.
I'm just telling you, I'm going to have abs after this because I'm like.
That's the core
I'm
strength
like,
over here.
Yeah, I'm like sucking in here and kind of half off the bleacher. My knee is dug into the thing here.
Sorry,
My
guys.
shorts are probably ruined. Why do I wear
Weekly,
white to baseball games?
that has been a question I've been meaning to ask.
I don't know. You just have to stay flashy. You know?
Oh,
I mean,
my
you can't ever
goodness.
just show up somewhere and not be prepared.
Okay. Fouled off for Michael Todd, the first baseman.
All right, now he's way ahead here. He's got to make a good pitch here.
Todd's
Get a
batting
swing and a miss.
500. 54 plate appearances, 20 hits, 15 RBIs.
Yeah, these guys, you know, 1 through 9 can all hit.
Yep.
I mean, even the bench guys, I mean, his team is loaded.
Yep, they
with
are.
Guys that just get on base.
This one's grounded to third. Hudak doing the honors himself on the force out at third. And the first inning, Seton gets one in, and we've played one. Seton LaSalle 1, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart nothing. You're watching live coverage of Charger baseball right here on the OLSH Sports Network. All right, top of inning number 2. Bunt is down. Zug going to try to hustle this one out. No one's covering first, and he beats it out. That's a bunt single for Garrett Zug.
Mental error by Seton LaSalle. The corner's charging, nobody over at first base. It took Georgiana forever to get over.
And then a quick check back at Zug as Reed's frustrated. Second leadoff batter for the Chargers aboard in back-to-back innings here to get things going. Chargers couldn't do anything with Safner getting on, and now here's Gino Williams.
Welcome back, Gino. Hope it went well yesterday for you. Or no, this is this is Gino.
Not Mario.
Not Mario. Yeah, sorry.
Or Bruno.
Or Bruno.
Call him on.
My bad. But it's all good.
It's all good. All good, baby. Hey, that was a great job by Zug, by the way.
Yes.
I mean, that's the kind of stuff you got to do to win these games.
Yeah, Weber was playing back.
I mean, they tried that yesterday a couple times and just couldn't get it.
Williams, 14 hits on the season, 15 RBIs. More doubles than singles.
He's got the only 2 triples for the team as well.
Runner takes off, ball's in the dirt, great time to go. Suggs standing up at second. Chargers have a running in scoring position for the second straight inning.
And a 3-1 count to Gino.
Yeah, it's a terrific job by Zug. Good jump, good call by Coach McCarron to go on that pitch. Hitters count.
There's a cold strike. Count goes full. As Brian Reed deals to Gino Williams. Popped up, out of play, but it's in fair ground right at the line separating in play from out of play in foul territory down this right field line where we're set up.
That literally went right over our heads.
Yeah. Count remains 3-2. Check on Zug, and Reed delivers in the dirt, ball 4. And Chargers have something cooking here.
It's a good at bat. Great job by Williams to be patient. Good
It's
plate appearance.
Sorry, Christian. It's Williams' 10th walk of the season.
He hasn't walked much. He's usually super aggressive in the box.
Big situation here for the senior, Nate Schmidt.
Showing bunt, pulls it back. 1-0.
And this is the time where you really have to get this bunt down, and it has to be successful.
And they've struggled with it. It is not characteristic of
his game.
Of Charger baseball
No,
in general.
Charger, yeah,
but I'm just saying in general, bunting has not been. This one is bouncing down. They're going to throw to third and get the lead runner. And the struggles continue at the small ball game for the Chargers.
It's not like that was like the worst thing that could happen, but Sugg has to be aware that, hey, look, he's bunting. We got to go. He took too long to take off.
But I think he was a little bit concerned whether or not the charging first baseman Todd was going to be able to make that catch.
Right.
And
exactly.
and then you get
Then you get doubled off.
Right.
Yeah. But the perfect place to bunt that ball with runners on first and second would be right down the third baseline.
It has to be third. You have to. Gotta
Quinn
get it
Santelli to the plate. Takes upstairs for ball one.
And I know when I played how much we worked on bunting, and Fargo's right. I mean, that's kind of been a staple. Small ball and bunting has been a staple of the Charger baseball. So,
and to steal a OLSH term, when you don't have big boppers, you need to be able to execute that.
Played a small ball.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so impressed with going to the Pirates with Tukapika.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great bunter he is.
Yeah.
That's a lost start these days.
It is,
really
especially in Major Leagues.
Yeah.
Half-hearted swing there by Santilli.
Yeah, and
puts him down.
Al and I talked about it on the air yesterday. Like, it's not, we have no home runs on the year, so you have to find a way to generate runs, and they have up to this point. But
I'll also point out too, like playing at Youthtown, trying to hit one out at Youthtown versus hitting one out here, as that's up in the zone.
Yeah.
Like, left field here is a little bit of a short poke.
Yeah, you run into one here with a guy throwing hard enough. Get your hands through.
I mean, it's not a Vincention, but
right, yeah.
But it's still
the Homer Dome.
Yeah.
Bouncing up there, and there's a pickoff attempt at second as Williams has to slide into second base safely. But you mentioned last inning, Al, with Reed. He's kind of good for putting one that's 45 feet a couple times.
And just a bit up.
Right. And there's a ball four, and load them up for the Chargers.
And that works. We'll take that.
Sean Hudak, 9-hitter for the Charger lineup. And mound visit time for the Rebels, with the Chargers having something cooking.
Yeah, and they know how crucial this is to get out of this inning early.
Yeah, Sean, you look at his batting average, it's not all up there. It's not real high, but I'll tell you what, the last couple games, the pitchers have really not given him anything to hit. I mean, seriously. I mean, he got hit by a pitch, walked a couple times.
Yeah, no, he's had some good plate appearances.
Right.
See if he can, come up in a big way here with the bases loaded.
Get a big hit here for this sophomore.
Yeah, 154 batting average. 21 plate appearances. There's a called strike.
These are just one of those times where you're looking to put it in play. You don't really care where you're hitting it.
And to that note, as that one's taken upstairs, so of the 21 plate appearances for Hudak, he's only struck out 3 times.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right, exactly.
And they're giving him a run. The infield's playing back, so you put the ball in play, you're at least going to tie this up.
Right. 5 walks, and has scored 4 runs.
Right.
Yeah, he's definitely been efficient at the plate. There's no doubt, and he's got a lot of patience too. He sees the ball well.
Base is full of Chargers.
Heads up over heads.
Foul and out of play. Reed delivers. Called strike 3, 2 away here in the top of inning number 2.
Third strikeout for Reed, second looking.
That was a tough one there. He's got to protect. I mean, even though it's borderline there, you got to swing, at least foul one off.
Productive out, something.
Yeah, keep it alive.
Well, turns the lineup card over. Here's Safner again.
Now you got to go with 2.
1 for 1 for James. And I believe there was no pitch
No
there.
pitch, yeah, the umpire walked away.
Here we go again with this quick pitch stuff.
Yep.
They did it all yesterday, too. Georgiana was a king at it. He was the master of it.
He was a machine. Give him credit and keep doing it until they stop you.
Right, and they weren't stopping him. I still couldn't figure out why we weren't arguing that or at least bringing it to the. This would be a huge early in this game if Safner can find a way to get on here.
To the first baseman, Todd, who makes the catch, and the Chargers strand. The base is loaded, and that's 4 left on through 1.5.
And that's just how it started. You can't leave guys on base, especially early in the game, especially when you know it's a good team that has a great.
This one 1-0. OLSH Charger baseball here on the OLSH Sports Network.
That'll be 7, 8, 9 for the Rebels.
And also talking about what Chargers are playing for, how about a situation that you could tie for first or end up fourth in the section? That's literally what the Chargers are in right now. A win today keeps them alive for a share of the section, keeps them alive for a share of the section championship. They were to win today, and Seton LaSalle would defeat Southside next week.
On Thursday.
Thursday. But Southside's playing New Brighton, who New Brighton beat Southside yesterday. It's kind of interesting. Everybody's beating everyone.
Are we in baseball season or basketball again? Because that's what it felt like in basketball
yeah,
season.
right,
It was the same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Everybody was beating everybody.
Well,
And it was a crazy ending.
That's
you know?
just this section that the
Yeah,
Chargers
yeah.
are in.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
this
just
is a
in a-
great section. This
Right.
is. I mean, there's a lot of ball clubs in this section.
And it's baseball too.
And you just
know?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
and,
hard
and,
to
and
go
they
beat a team
they're
every
beating
day.
They're beating everybody up.
Yep. But you know you need wins right now because you know seeding. You
Right.
want to have a better seed than being fourth in the section.
Ada McKenzie, first pitch, swing it into right center field. Leadoff base knock for McKenzie.
Nate tried to do his best O'Neal Cruz imitation there, but not quite tall enough for that one.
Yeah, it was
There's Eric White, the left fielder.
a little bit of a late jump there.
Yeah.
Hat got in the way.
Bunts away.
Oh,
Bunt bounces back and comes right back to Safner. And McKenzie had to put the brakes on, come back to first base. Very, very shallow backstop here at Seton.
Yeah, very similar to. It's even shallower, I think, than Youth Town.
Way shallower. I mean, the back of the bunt is foul. The back of the umpire is almost touching the backstop.
Yeah, the backstop. Yeah.
I mean, McKenzie would have been out by a mile.
Yeah.
If he would have ran on that.
That was wise decision. Oh, they play here all the time. He knows. Unless it bounces away from the plate somewhere, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, ball fields like this kind of help you with the short backstop. You'll have people running on you all day.
Pickoff attempt. Over Santelli, I wanted to ask him when the last time he played first was.
Yeah, it looks pretty active over there.
That one gets away, and I think maybe that's the downside of this being your home field is you're really not expecting to have the opportunity to go, and he might have had a shot if he was with it as soon as that one hits the dirt. Bunt down, and they're going to get one. White ran into Santilli's glove right after he caught it.
And there's your small ball again. Seton LaSalle do a good job at getting the bunt down, moving a runner over.
That brings up Corey Myers with one away.
They're trying to flip this order here.
Brady Burzell delivers in strike one. That one misses. 1-1. Brady essentially was the third starter and a bullpen guy, and now has been essentially elevated to the number 2 with the loss of Isaiah Schultz for the season. Misses outside.
Hey, he's done a great job. I mean, you know, you don't expect to be put into this situation, and he's accepted the role, and he's actually embracing it.
This one's right up the middle. Seeing eye single, and they're going to wheel around a run. It's an RBI single for Corey Myers, the 9-hitter for the Rebels. It's 2-0.
Then again, that's what happens. A little bit of small ball, get the first runner on, now you bunt him over. You sacrifice that out. Now you get a single up the middle, and he scores easily. Now the game's 2-0. That's the difference right now. And the Chargers leaving too many guys on base in the first 2 innings.
No kidding.
Georgietta to the plate. Misses upstairs.
He's 0 for 1. He flew out the right field his first time up.
That one misses, and a check down the first base line. Sliding back safely is Myers.
That was a nice snap throw by Safner.
Yeah, I was just about to say it wasn't a bad idea. These guys are being, you know, pretty aggressive over here. I mean, I almost think Burzell can pick them off.
Missing low.
Now you got to work back here. These guys are being patient at the plate. He's not getting calls on the corners.
And they weren't a patient group at all yesterday. They were first pitch swinging. They were swinging at everything early. That's why Santilli ended up being so economical with his pitches. Here's a pitch. That's a called strike.
Yeah.
And you think it was – go ahead. I was just going to say you think it was because Santilli, they know he's fastball guy. He paints the corners. He, you know, first pitch you see from him is always going to be.
Weekly hit. Making the catch is Schmid for one, back to first. Myers makes it back to the bag in time to avoid being doubled off.
Yeah, I was going to say Brady comes all the way back from being 3-0, making it full count and then getting that little humpback liner to Nate there. Great job, 2 away.
You know, one thing I think, too, is they'd probably be more patient today because they haven't never seen Brady. Don't know his scouting report on him.
DiMaggio Linero, weekly hit, and bobbled there by Burzell, and Linero's going to be safe on the air.
Yeah, Brady just trying to rush it a little bit too much there. All he had to do is take his time and pick that up. That was an easy out and keeping this guy off the base pads, but at least he's got somebody in front of him now.
Brian Reed to the plate with 2 away. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the second.
Reed grounded out to second base last time, 0 for 1.
Burzell deals. Bounces this one. Runners are moving up.
Nope, one.
And at bottom, only one is Linero thought differently and stays at first base. Meanwhile, Myers is safe at third.
Yeah, Myers gets a good jump there. Safner bobbles the ball. I think if he catches it cleanly, he might have a play. Now you got to put on a sign here for first and third. Wouldn't even be surprised if DiMaggio over here tries to get aggressive and fancy just to get the run. But then again, I don't know if they would take the bat out of their hands here.
Yep, 3-hitter Brian Reed.
Now Santelli, instead of playing behind, is holding it first.
First pitch, fly ball to left field. Back is Hansen, and he'll run and make the catch. And Lanero came up limping there at second base.
Yeah, I seen that. Almost looked like he, I don't know, might have tweaked something or felt something when he took off running there.
He's definitely not hustling back to the dugout, that's for sure.
No, and we know he's a hustler. I mean, we've watched him run down the line and all his antics yesterday after he stole home, and he's moves pretty well.
So through 2, Seton 2, OLSH nothing on the OLSH Sports Network. Rebels get a run in innings so far.
Yeah, I got him 2 runs on 4 hits so far.
Good to be back with you guys. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We haven't had this in a long time. Since, the beginning of the year in softball.
Yeah.
Are you in for Thursday?
To be determined.
Okay.
See what I can come up with. That full-time job, you know how that, well, you used to know how that was, Al.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, no, this is fun.
That should be a good one, too, up at Eaton Christian. That's a pretty good 1A school. Playing some good ball. Nice field.
Yep.
Done some work up there. Since the last time I've been up there, they've made a couple changes, but it's still basically the same. But, yeah.
Yeah, they had Pirates Charities come in. They were one of the Miracle Fields. And
yeah.
has done wonders. I mean, that's a program that went all the way to the state championship.
Where we broadcast from last time, there's a batting cage now. So we'll actually be behind home plate. 2-3-4 for the Chargers due up here. And my question is who's on deck?
Yeah. Who's on first? Yeah. Brady Brazell bats now.
I don't know, third base.
First pitch swinging. Got him chasing something low in the zone, 0-1. Brian Reed back to work here in inning number 3. 0-1 pitch. Same pitch, different result, low in the zone, 1-1.
Well, it looks like Brazell's, in the dugout there with a helmet and a bat. So.
Yeah, somebody is, yeah. Whoop.
He'll be
popped up.
If I know him, he's coming to the plate after this. There's no doubt.
1-2.
Brady struck out his first time up.
That's low, 2-2. Brady batting .271. 48 at bats, and there's a strikeout.
Second time for Brady. Fourth for Reed.
Reed just throwing that curveball there, and Brady just pulling his head. Swung right over top of it. Here goes Brandon.
Yep, he is in there.
First pitch he fouls away.
You know what? You're looking at his swing, guys, and he doesn't look comfortable up there.
No,
it looks like
no.
it's not a smooth swing. He's swinging all from the arms.
Right. He's not even moving his lower half.
No. Yeah, see, that's
yeah. And I mean, it's a fundamental thing where, like, once you get better, now you got to teach yourself
not to do that.
Yeah, what you were doing. Puts this one into play back as the right fielder ranging underneath it, and over his head makes the catch.
A stumbling catch. Two away.
Wow, what a catch out there. I mean, that wind just kept carrying it, and it just kept taking it, and Myers having a little bit of trouble. It was almost like Dashner yesterday, where he did a little spin
360,
around 360, and he caught that.
Yeah.
Pirouette, yeah, wow. It was impressive.
That one was Never seen one of those before.
No.
As here's Austin Hansen with 2 away.
Austin's 0 for 1. He flew out to the Myers his first time out in right field.
Yeah, Myers getting a ton of work today. Hitting everything to right field.
Pops that one up off the cage.
And that means that these guys are late. Not getting around on Reed's fastball.
Coach McCarron calls time and wants to talk to Hansen.
Yeah, you just got to try to break this stuff up. And then we talked about that yesterday.
Yeah, we were talking, yeah.
I mean, if I'm these guys, I talk to the umpire. I give them peace of my mind, you know. Look, hey, they're quick pitching, you know. Try to be aware of it at least.
Hey, it worked for him yesterday.
Yeah, it did. I mean, that's...
How many times a year you hear me say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
Yeah, it was successful for him, so...
Holding is Hansen. Oh, my
Whoa.
goodness. That is really bad.
You probably heard that. Sam Zyro telling the umpire that was terrible. Oh, my.
I mean, that's a tough one. Oh, man. Well, if you'd like to be a PIAA umpire, they're still looking. PIAA.org for more information to register.
I think my man just blinked and he didn't even know what was going on. He was just like, yep, strike.
Look, Sean Hudak going to third base. He came walking past us. I think he was warming up with in the bullpen, so be aware of that.
Yeah, Hudak's playing at third right now.
Right. But he walked past us going out to his position. I said, whoa, where's he coming from? And then I saw Bruno coming in with him with the catching mask and the mitt, so.
Yeah, I mean, I could see them. You got another game this week, so I can see him switching pitchers here. And plus also, you know, if these guys get to Brazil a little bit more and get on base a couple more times, you're trying to keep this game to a reasonable number where you can come back from here.
Right. 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the third here on the OLSH Sports Network. First pitch swinging.
To the designated hitter, Cole Sterrett.
Sterrett had that RBI back in the first inning.
Yeah, RBI single.
Count evens to 1-1.
Oh, I thought he called that a strike.
Is it 0-2?
Yeah, I think he swung at the first too.
Yeah.
All right.
He swung.
Look at the fence, guys.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough angle. We need binoculars.
I got some. You want some?
Now.
So it's 0-2.
Yeah, 0-2.
1-2. At some point, we were all going to be right.
Yep. Next batter.
That's in the dirt. 2-2.
Now we're even.
Well, we'll find out when he either puts it in play or walks to first. One or the other.
It's 2-2.
Grounded to third, backhanded by Hudak, and deep throw was a little high, and Santilli had to jump up to get it. It's a tough play.
You could give him a hit on that because that ball was deep behind third base. Hudak did a good job just to get the glove on it. He was actually in foul territory when he threw it. So
yeah, that was a really tough play. Good backhand by Hudak. Santilli, some hops over here. Snow cone that thing.
Yeah. He skied to get that one.
Bunt down, ball goes back, and again, Sterrett hesitating there. First base coach clapped in frustration that he wasn't gone.
Yeah, they're not getting a good secondary lead right now, so they're not able to take off on those.
And that one misses 2-0 to Mark Weber, the third baseman.
Yeah. See, LaSalle's content to play this small ball. It's working so far.
It has.
Yeah, it has worked for him.
Bunt down, right back to Brazil. Throw to second. They get the lead runner as Williams makes the catch.
Ward is limping.
No,
Or,
Weber.
Weber.
He looked like he pulled his hamstring.
Yeah, he's grimacing a little bit.
If I'm Brazil, I'm throwing right over right now.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't even mess with it.
Michael Todd to the plate. Long hold there.
Wait. Yeah, long wait.
That would have been a ball in Major League Baseball there.
Right? Yeah, the pitch clock went to 0.
2-0.
If I'm Santilli here, though, I'm telling Brazil, hey, look to throw over here. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know what their sign is, but
He's not.
I would be growling or something. Throw over here.
There's a called strike.
You know, maybe bark or something. I don't know. Whatever you got to do to get his attention.
I didn't even call time and go tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything. Or I'd just say throw over. Come on, you might get him.
2-2, battling Brady here.
That was a great pitch there, right at the knees.
How about I strike him out, throw him out? What do you think?
I like that.
Safner snap throw down the first.
2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Lazy.
Oh, you kidding me?
Pop-up that's going to drop right in. And rolling to third. This one is bobbled. And then overran third base. And then moving up from first to second is Todd. And everybody's safe. That's just unlucky.
That's just a game of baseball there. You got a little bloop hit that goes over to Santilli's head. And Zug throws it to third, which was on.
It was a good throw. It hit the runner.
Well, honestly, it was on line.
Yeah.
It just took that weird hop, and Hudak couldn't come up with it. Good thing Hansen was all the way down the line there behind him, or else that's another run.
I believe that hit Weber, did it not?
It was close.
I thought it hit him. That's why he missed it. I mean, it didn't hit him hard, but it kind of glanced off of him.
Yeah.
Changed direction of the ball.
Popped foul out of play for Aiden McKenzie.
And now that's the difference now between having, 2 outs with only a runner on first, or now second and third with 1 out. That was a ball?
Apparently.
I don't know where that missed.
Must have been inside.
My eyes are adapting to the fence now, so that looked like a strike.
Another ball.
Yep.
I got Brady over 50 pitches now so far in 3 innings. Two and a third, actually.
This one's laced into left field. Will score 2.
Nope.
They're going to hold the runner. Thought they were going to chance that. It'll score just 1. It's an RBI single for Aiden McKenzie, and it's 3-0 Seton.
And Seton LaSalle just putting the ball in play.
That's all.
That's all it is. And so McCarron's going to make a move here.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sean comes in right now. Move Brady over to third.
Doesn't look like it.
No, maybe not.
He's going to keep him out there for see if he can finish this inning.
We got the 8 and the 9 batters up.
Yeah.
Not that means much to this with this Seton LaSalle Rebel lineup. The bottom of the lineup has
Just
been productive.
No, he's going to stick with Brady, at least for now. Good call.
If you can keep it at 3 runs here in the 3rd inning, it's not bad, but can't give up more here.
Well, he needs a pop-up or a strikeout right now, or a comebacker.
Bunt Runner takes off for second. They hold. Now no force. Runners at second and third. One away.
Well, that didn't help.
Now you have to assume White's not going to bunt either.
No.
No.
Swing it away. Right to Williams. Williams
Great
guns
play.
it over to Santilli for out number 2, and that's what Phil McCarron ordered. Getting a easy second out that keeps the runners put.
He called for the infield in, so.
Yeah. Good play by Williams. Went up and over the umpire's head. Check that out on replay.
Corey Myers to the plate. He has an RBI on the day.
Yep.
Looking for another. Takes ball 1. There's a called strike, 1-1. He goes fishing for that one. It rolls right to Santelli. He'll do the honors to retire the side. And Seton has been consistent. An inning, a run an inning, 3-0 after 3. We go to the 4th. When we come back, you're watching live coverage of Charger baseball. And it's right here on the OLSH Sports Network. To inning number 4 we go. Top of the 4th. And Garrett Zug leads things off.
It'll be Zug, Williams, and Schmidt due up.
First pitch swinging fouls away for Garrett.
Gary's 1 for 1. Singled his first time on that bunt.
.395 batting average, 17 hits on the season, 16 RBIs. And he'll take this one right into center field for his his 15th single of the season.
And he's 2 for 2 today.
He's been having a great year.
He really is.
He's patient at the plate. He's very steady in the outfield. He makes plays. He's got a good arm out there.
Gino at the plate. He walked his first time.
Pickoff attempt. The karaoke move by Zug back to the first base bag. First pitch to Gino. First pitch swinging, grounded to third, throw on to second. Bobbled, and everybody's going to be safe. Big air there.
That'll be an error on Georgiana.
That's why you just have to put the ball in play.
Right.
You put the ball in play. Right. I mean, it was a weakly hit ground ball off the end of the bat by Williams, and
Weber had all day to throw it over there.
Right. I mean, he could have picked his spots, but Georgiana just bobbles it. And now you're sitting with no outs and runners on first and second.
Tying run at the plate just like that. The ball taken upstairs in the zone for Nate Schmidt.
But this is also where you got to get timely hitting.
Right.
And you haven't got it in the last couple games, and you need to find a way to break through here.
227 batting average coming into today for Schmid. 9 RBIs. There's a called strike count, evens to 1-1.
He grounded into a force play his first time. 0 for 1.
We were in this situation in the first inning, and he bunted and got them runner thrown out at third.
2-1, ball low.
That's right, it was a bunt, yeah.
And that's why I was just thinking to myself, well, is he going to bunt again? But then, you know, Coach McCarron's probably thinking, well, do we want the same episode to happen again? I don't know.
I've seen this show before.
Seen it before, and we're not going to do it.
Yeah, but the first time he bunted right down the first baseline, everybody's playing back.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Well, he's not going to be doing it now.
No.
And he can hit the ball, so I
yeah,
mean,
right.
I love the fact that, you know, let's just not bunt this time. But then again, if he doesn't get a hit here, you're going to question it and be like, well, probably should have tried again.
Fly ball, right center field. Right fielder makes the catch, tagging a Zug. He'll be safe at third, and Williams stays put at first. So it is a productive first out here in the fourth. And a runner 90 feet away for the Chargers.
There you go. Now you did your job if you're Schmidt. You hit the ball deep enough to right field where you can move the runner up at least. Now at least you can put a play on here with runners on the corners with 1 out.
Yeah.
Maybe stir something up here.
There's Quinn Santelli.
He walked his first time.
Santilli's been steady all year.
Pump fake to third and then throw back to first.
I forgot. In high school, you can do that.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't see that
you
ever
can't,
anymore, right?
You can't do that.
You can't do it, right.
Yeah. I don't even think you can do it at the next level.
I don't think you can either. It's just a high school thing.
Yeah.
Foul tip by Santelli. 0-1. Have to think about moving Gino.
That's a good cut there. Just didn't get it.
Bunt pulled back, called a strike anyway, and Zug was very far down the third base line, had a long way to run back to the bag, no throw.
What I'm surprised of is that Williams didn't really take off there. Thought he was going
to.
Because
you got 2 good base runners on the base pads right now for the Chargers.
Yeah, you almost want to make them make a mistake.
Right. Force them into making a play.
There he goes. Called strike 3. No throw for the stolen base for Williams. The throw got cut off by Lanero.
You got to protect there, though. You got to shorten up, find a way to
just put it in play.
Put it in play, right? Now
Chargers.
Again, 2 outs, 2 runners on.
Yep, here we go again. And Sean Hudak called a strike, 0-1.
Where was that? It was in the dugout. It was a ball.
That was the 6th strikeout for Reed.
Can we steal home? What do we think?
Our ability to steal home is there, whether we want to or
give it an attempt with 2 outs. I don't know if I'd do that, but
and 2-1, and with this backstop, I mean, there's not really an opportunity unless it really kicks, and then now you need it to kick away, you need it to kick up the first base line. It's a lot of ifs. 2-2.
Well, Reed's delivery slow from the windup. I mean, Zug, I don't know. Hudak, don't swing. Let me just slide between your legs.
3-2.
Wow. Full count.
Top of the order due up.
Yeah. Well, it was a strike and a Sam at bat, Coach Zyro.
Payoff. Bounces, ball 4, load him up. For top of the order and James Safner.
Good. Oh, and we talk about being patient.
We were talking about it earlier, Al, about doesn't get to see a lot.
Here comes Safner. He's 1 for 2. He lined out to the first baseman his last time. Singled to start the game.
Now this is where he needs to come up in a big way here. Get bases loaded, 2 outs. Got to find a gap somewhere. You find a gap here and you score 3. 1 swing in the back and tie this game.
Yeah, at least 2 because they're off with the crack of the bat with 2 outs. Yeah.
Right.
A huge lead, by secondary lead by Hudak.
I mean, if I'm Hudak, I'm basically standing halfway in the base path here, getting ready to try to score as soon as he puts this ball in play.
Well, you got to go at least as far as the first baseman.
Ground ball tossed over from Reed from the pitching position to Todd and retires aside, and the Chargers strand 3 more. That's 8 now by my count.
No, 7.
7. Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, there was 1, 2, 3 last inning. In the first inning, they only stranded 1.
Yeah.
So
3-0 after 3.5 here on the OLSH Sports Network. Chargers trail the Rebels.
Yeah, it's just tough because you're getting runners on now, and just like the first couple innings yesterday, you just can't find a way to get these runners home. Got to get a timely hitting. Somebody has to come up to the plate and be able to put one in play with runners in scoring position and at least have a shot, get a chance. And you're going to see Hudak come to the mound now.
Yeah, Brady's, I see him over at third base, and Sean taking his warm-up pitches now, so just swap Brady and Sean. So Brady goes 3 innings, gives up 3 runs on 8 hits. No, 7 hits. All runs are earned. He's on the hook right now. I had him under 60 pitches, though, so, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad 3 innings here by Brazell. Thought he did his job. He did what he could. You know, hasn't been a starter all year. Coming to that spot has got to change your mindset a little bit, have a different focus towards the game. But I thought he did a great job. But now it's just, you know, you need to find a way to get runs.
That was Gino, by the way, isn't it?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Was he throwing that to me?
I don't know, but he was way wide here. Way wide of the first base.
Yeah, he said, I got some beef with Fargo, man. I'm gonna throw this thing over here.
It'll be the top of the lineup for the Rebels.
It would have been a good time to do it because I wasn't paying any attention.
No, you weren't. That thing was coming in hot, too. He threw a bullet over here.
Hey, Georgiana leads things off here in the bottom of inning number 4. 3-0 Rebels. Rebels have scored 1 run in each of the innings at this point, and a lot has to do with getting the leadoff man on base, and they do it again here. Georgiana singles to left.
Over the head of Brazell.
Been so steady with that the last 2 games here.
And here's the man. What do you do?
What do you do? I mean, he hit that weak ground ball that Brazell wasn't able to field his last plate appearance and doubled his first. Misses ball 1. I just stay away from the zone with him. You know,
I would pitch him inside all day long.
Yeah.
Don't let him extend.
Pokes this one out to left field. Hansen ranging under it. Makes the catch, 1 away.
Yeah, because that's exactly what you didn't want to happen. But luckily it stayed in the yard.
Yeah.
The wind wasn't blowing right now because it would have probably went to the fence if it was.
Brian Reed, starting pitcher.
0 for 2. Ground out and flew out.
And he's got a big lead over here at first.
There's a called strike, 0-1. Yeah, you're getting to see a little bit of a different view.
Yeah.
Being right next to the first base bag. Conversations with Sam Zyrol and Quinn Santilli today.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. You always like having those on-air, off-air interviews.
Yep.
I mean, Hudak's, there he goes. It's starting to look over here now, but
That one's
pulled foul.
Down there by field goal posts.
you get points for hitting it through the post.
I don't know. How does that work?
Well,
Think you lose.
It's actually facing the goal posts out in right field. So
Grounded foul.
way out ahead of Sean.
Yep. Sean's got the flow.
Sunshine.
Yeah, there's no doubt. A little cinder guard.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I noticed it. Syndergaard, absolutely. Absolutely.
Good pitch there by Sean, trying to get the chase up out of the zone.
If he pitches anything like him, he's a stud.
Yeah.
Ball upstairs, snap back to first base here. Santilli applies the tag late.
Full count now to Reed. And here comes the win.
Quinn hung onto the ball there, and Georgiana just stayed down, touching first, until we threw it back.
Yeah, a little ball in the back of the pocket trick.
Yep. There's a called
Ball.
ball.
Wow, I thought
Someone said strike three. It wasn't the umpire.
I thought it was a strike.
Threw me off. That was pretty good. It's Mr. Hansen who said it.
I honestly thought it was a strike. It looked good for down
The
here.
only one it doesn't matter was fooled by it. Yeah.
Get a courtesy runner here you see right there for Reed, the pitcher. That's Roman Lanero.
Hudak delivers. That's behind him. And Cole Sterrett did his best Michael Jackson impersonation there. One up on
his toes.
Yeah.
Thriller.
Great
I
big
don't know
breaking
where that
pitch.
misses. Yep.
Where are these missing? Can he hear me from here?
Well, I don't know.
Think he's listening to broadcast?
There's a called strike.
Why, for some reason, when Fargo gets on these broadcasts, I start becoming real funny.
You know, I tend to bring out the best in you, man.
I think you do, man. It's been since basketball season, man. I miss it.
Got
man.
playoff games ahead of us.
Yeah, we do. Excited for those.
So speaking of which, saw a lot of the softball girls in attendance today. Looks like they're going to split the section with Charleroi. That one, throw to third, and they got him. Nice job by Safter picking that one up off of the back of the backstop. Gonna get down to third and on a line. And now the coach is out to argue.
I'll tell you what. Every play that Seton LaSalle has gotten thrown out yesterday and today, Bestick has argued every play.
Yeah, I mean, he really has. He really has.
I mean, he was out dead to rights.
I mean, they're going to make a call about us on this broadcast if anybody's listening because we've been kind of complaining about it. But honestly,
every play,
he's argued.
If it went against him, he's argued it.
And Coach McCarron hasn't said anything.
He's out.
He's out.
Which he was. I mean,
I don't even know what he could be arguing.
I don't know what he was arguing. Because it couldn't have been about the tag because you can't argue that.
No.
First pitch swinging is fouled away.
No.
Sterrett's still up.
Yeah. It's full count.
It's still full. And that is Roman Lanero running right now at first base.
Right. Courtesy runner for Reed.
Ball 4.
Yeah. That just missed inside.
Must have. It brings up Weber.
Called a strike. Swing and a miss. Where is Reed in the pitch count category, Al?
Reed is, I got him just under 70 right now.
So pretty good.
Through 4 innings,
Yeah, pretty good chance he can go pretty deep into this one.
Yeah. If they want to stretch him out, yeah. Because what is it, 105, I think it is. Sean wisely stepping off there, a little running around out by second base.
Well,
obviously,
they were trying to pick him off.
Yeah, obviously he won't be eligible to pitch Thursday.
No, they'll go. They'll come back with Georgiana probably.
Georgiana, yeah.
Yep.
I'm anxious to see who Phil pitches against Eden Christian.
Good question.
You know, you save Santilli for the playoffs. Yeah. I mean, they got some guys they can throw.
Yeah, I was going to say, you wouldn't think that they would throw Santilli.
I mean, they could throw Schmidt. They could throw who else? Who else they got? They got
Hansen. Well, Brazell if he was healthy.
Gino could actually throw if he
there.
Full count again. Zug could throw some.
Yeah, 2 away here in the bottom of inning number 4. Ground ball to third. Brazell does the honors himself and gets the force at third to end the inning. And for the first time today, Seton doesn't get anybody home. So after 4 full, Seton LaSalle 4, or Seton LaSalle 3, and Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, nothing. Our OLSH Charger baseball continues as we go to the top of inning number 5.
And the game here is giving me the same feel as yesterday. Chargers kind of threatening the first 2 innings. Then they kind of fell off. The hits are 8-3. It was about the same that they finished off with yesterday. Obviously, the score was 3-0. Kind of had
3-1.
the meeting. Well, 3-1.
3-1,
Yeah, we scored late. Sorry. But, you had the meeting 5th, 6th inning, kind of like, trying to rally the troops. We got to get it together here. So we'll see. Got to just break through. The Chargers had some opportunities. Just couldn't get the timely hitting yet.
Well, it'll be the 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Chargers. So this is where you want to make your run right here if you want to do something.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. And, guys, I mean, stranded 7 guys. They have had the opportunities today and have not been able to make that, Christian, you said it earlier, that timely hit. Chargers have struggled with that, and that's not just a today thing. That's been a
pretty much all
second
year,
half of the
second
season
half,
thing.
Yeah.
You talk about Chargers stranding 7 runners today through 4 innings. Both teams batted through 4 innings. Seton LaSalle stranded 8. So
there you go.
I mean, the Chargers doing it, stopping them.
Yeah,
from
getting us. Yeah, the defense has been there. They haven't had timely hitting. Well, and it was the same thing yesterday. I mean, they win the game because they were aggressive yesterday and play small ball.
Right.
And DiMaggio just wins the game himself, basically.
Right.
Well, with Georgiana pitching a gem.
Called a strike. It's Brady Burzell leading things off here in top of inning number 5.
Needs to get it going here. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Get off the schneid here.
Yeah, the Brazils actually lead the team in strikeouts.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
And they take some
battle they do not want to be a part of.
Yeah, they take a lot of healthy hacks up there and swing out of their shoes from time to time.
Nature of the beast, when you're high in the order, you get more plate appearances. You get
Yep.
you know, more opportunity. That's obviously comes with the territory, but
Strike 3.
called strike 3.
The strike zone has been all over the place today.
Goes down for the 3rd time. First time looking. That brings up brother Brandon.
That looked kind of high.
I thought so.
And I don't know,
we're over
guys.
What do
More
we-
to that point of we're over here. I mean, you could tell Brandon has been struggling.
Yeah.
I hope he proves me wrong right here, but ball 1. You can tell he's been struggling, and you know he's going through it right now with the pain.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
One to 1. Brian Reed holding, and they appeal. Oh, surprising. Sorry.
Don't say that too loud. He's
Yeah.
gonna change his call.
I might get thrown out of here.
Got called a strike last time. It's strike 2.
2-2. Ground ball to short. Lanero guns it over to Todd.
Well, they didn't have to yesterday.
Well, we needed you there yesterday, sir. We needed you there yesterday.
Umpire told him he had to put his helmet on. They didn't have to put their helmets on yesterday, that's for sure.
He said you could be ejected for that. Not that we want to.
Yeah, yeah. We'll show you the film.
Yeah.
Up in the zone, Austin Hansen.
But in all seriousness, though, from yesterday, if
Wasn't the one thrown?
well,
Yeah, yeah,
No,
right.
well, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
He took it off on the field
So-
and threw it.
Threw it, yeah.
So my thing is and I get it, it's high school sports and stuff, but that doesn't make it, any better. But he steals home, big time play, but he throws his helmet,
Right.
and half the team's on the field. He didn't hit a home run. I mean, he stole home plate. I get it. You're pumped up, but guess what? If he gets ejected there because of that,
Yeah.
and then,
It might be a different game.
The game's 1-0 still.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 2-0. So it might be a different game. He doesn't come up and hit a home run later on in the game because he probably doesn't bat.
Right.
Right?
So I don't know.
And they scored that run late.
Right.
So if it's a 1-1, yeah,
That's
it's
what
a
I
tie
mean.
ball game.
So that's just one of those things.
Oh, man. Chargers have not
Looked well.
looked well at the plate today, and this series specifically. So we go to the bottom of the 5th with Seton LaSalle leading Our Lady of the Sacred Heart 3-0 on the OLSH Sports Network.
No, yesterday, Seton LaSalle, they had a play where they stole home plate, and the kid stands up. The whole team was on the field. He took his helmet off and threw it. Nothing. They didn't call nothing. They didn't even talk to him. Yeah.
And then he comes up. Right.
Yeah. Right.
No.
Right. But you. Right. Right. No, they didn't even. It was even brought to their attention. They went.
But then he came back. Right. But then he hits a home run 2 innings later.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much the difference. You lose 3-1.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah.
That happened 10 years ago. I was doing a game. OLSH needed to win. They were down 5 runs. They were playing Monessen, Charters Houston. They were down 5 runs in the 7th, and in the 6th, their pitcher got ejected, and they scored 7 runs and came back and won the game. It can, but you never want it to be you that's affecting the outcome.
All right. Welcome back. Go to the bottom of the 5th. See if Sean can keep Seton off the board one more time.
We had a good inning yesterday. Last inning. He had a good inning.
Had some base runners, but he was able to keep them off the scoreboard. Yeah.
Yeah, had the defense behind him. There's a called strike.
Michael Todd leads off. He's 1 for 2, singled and reached on a fielder's choice.
And 6, 7, and 8 to up this inning. And quick work from Sean, 0-2. Bounces that one up, 1-2.
McKenzie on deck.
Mentioned this earlier in the broadcast. Todd came into this game batting .500. Sit down, young man.
Believe it or not, that's the first strikeout.
I believe it, Al. I believe it. First
for Charger pitchers.
First strikeout for a Charger pitcher today.
Yep.
In the 5th inning.
Yep. McKenzie, he's 2 for 2. Scored a run. Miss.
Out of his shoes there, and you know, sometimes that's on pitching, but Al, sometimes that's on calling balls and strikes, as this one's grounded to Gino, on to Santilli. Quick 2 outs here for the Charger defense.
Nicely done by Sean and the defense here so far. Here's White. He's 0 for 1 with the sacrifice.
Ball 1 to White. This is a base hit into left.
Nicely done.
Yep.
Not trying to do too much there.
2 out hitting right there.
Yep.
Corey Myers to the plate. Myers has had a great day out of the 9 spot.
Yeah, yesterday too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's 1 for 2 today with an RBI.
Yeah, he was on base yesterday too. Had a great game.
A couple times on base there.
I mean, he's, you know, when you have success out of the 9 spot like that.
That just sets up your lineup. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's like having a second leadoff guy.
Yep.
Right.
I know a lot of major league managers, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, that was the trend. You put your couple hot hitters in the 8, 9 spots.
Yep.
You saw right there before they changed it to the DH that people are putting the pitcher in the 8 spot.
Yeah.
Right.
Putting someone else in the 9 spot.
The DH is so much better though. Having it in NL and AL.
I'm like torn.
I am too, Al. I think it's better for where the game needs to go in order to incorporate fans, as this ball kicks away from Safner and he'll be safe at second. Yeah, I think it needed to happen. The pitch clock needed to happen in order to engage fans and keep baseball prevalent.
Right.
But the traditionalist in me, I just love the thought process of when do you pull your pitcher?
Right.
How, can your pitcher bunt? That was, you know, being able to see the pitchers, the Jake Arrietas of the world that can mash the ball. I just miss all of that part. That part I miss.
And just the visual of it, you know, it's like there's a strike, 2-2. And to me, it was just a traditional. You know, the National League and the American League. The American League had it, and the National League didn't. That was the one difference between the 2 leagues.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, almost got him.
Almost got him.
I wonder if Mario's, you know, talked to Gino about, you know, his acting ability and, you know, applying the tag and
acting like you got him.
Right. Yeah. I think there might be something there.
Oh, you might have something there. Yeah.
Congrats to Mario.
Oh.
Called strike 3.
What a great job by Sean this inning. Last 2 innings.
Gets the strikeout. And we go to inning number 6. Chargers trail 3-0. on the OLSH Sports Network and wanted to throw out that congrats to Mario Williams being nominated for a Gene Kelly. Find out tomorrow at noon on KDKA.
Yeah, he was with the CLO, I think, auditioning yesterday.
Yeah, that's
so.
impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
So 6 more outs for the Chargers. They got 6 outs to get 3 runs here to continue this game. They'll start with 5, 6, 7 hitters. Zug, Williams, and Schmidt are due up here for the Chargers. And Zug, what a afternoon he's having. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, he's playing well right now. Got to find another way to get on here and start this inning off.
Just looked at my phone and have a bunch of text messages from Doc Quinn. So shout out to Doc. He's all tuned in. And
yeah, congratulations. I believe they are section champions.
Yep.
Yeah,
another banner will only be the 3rd one in school history to put another number on the banner. And Doc Quinn's been the man behind it for a second time.
My man Doc, he just wins.
That's all he does.
Softball.
Doc wins. Doc wins.
It's just what the doctor ordered.
Okay, here's Garrett Zug. Start things off, and I dropped my pen. Oh, no, I didn't. I put him over here.
Oh, and it hit him.
We'll take that.
I think, check the stats there, Matt. I think he's one of the leaders in hit batsmen, too.
Yeah, his senior bio yesterday said he led the WPIO in walks his sophomore year. And that was the first time he had been hit this year.
Oh, it was?
Yep.
Okay, it's walks that he was.
It is his, 13. He had 13 walks,
Okay.
but Brandon actually leads the department with 19 walks. And James Safner has been hit 3 times, along with Sean Hudak, who's been hit 3 times.
And there was that quick pitch again by Reed.
1-1 to Williams.
Big spot for Gino here.
Yeah, Gino's got to find a gap here.
Chargers haven't found one today.
Yeah, get this dugout fired up a little bit.
It's the 4th inning the Chargers had a leadoff runner on.
I mean, they're figuring it out, and they did it yesterday as well. But
1-2 to Gino. Gino walked and reached on a fielder's choice. He's been on base twice.
that one misses outside. 3-1.
Pitch count starting to mount now for Reed. I have him up close to 90. Just under 90 here.
Be nice to chase him before the 7th. Upstairs. And I guess it wasn't 3-1.
No. Now it's full count, 3-2.
All right. And it hit the knob of the bat. Foul ball.
How's that for luck?
Yeah.
How's that for luck?
Yeah, we'll take it. Staying alive.
Yeah. But it could have been 2 on.
I was gonna say.
It also could have been Gino doesn't have feeling in his left hand, so.
Right. So either way you look at it.
No pitch. No pitch. Again, he quick pitched.
I mean, it's been happening pretty much
At least,
the whole game.
At least this game, the umpires are trying to do something about it.
Yeah.
Last game, they didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, but at some point in time, they got to call balk, no?
Called strike 3. Williams thought he was going down to the first base line.
Gino doesn't like it. One out here in the 6th.
Coach is out to talk with his infield for Seton LaSalle now.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's talking about how many batters he wants Reed to face here. I bet you he's coming out here soon. If he finishes this inning, it might be his last. Reed's going to stay in at this point.
Yeah. Here's Nate Schmid.
Reed has 9 strikeouts with that strikeout of Gino.
Seton has now 2.
Five of those strikeouts were looking, and Seton LaSalle has 2, both looking.
Low in the zone, called a strike.
That one almost rolled up there.
You know, it's tough not being able to see home plate.
But you
I
can
can't
see
tell.
height. You can
Yeah.
see height from here. That one almost
Yeah.
rolled across the plate, and he
That's
got
what I
called a
mean.
strike. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking a little bit of a spoiledness of, you know, not having there's no scoreboard, you keep track of the count, stuff like that.
Yeah, we're not at Youth Town, so that's for sure. We don't got the luxury of all that good stuff over there.
Glove issue for McKenzie. He swapped out gloves. I don't know if he's got a backup or he's using somebody else's. Ready to go.
Fouled off. And
0-2.
Nate's frustrated with himself on that one.
Quinn Santelli on deck for the Chargers. One on, one out for the Chargers. 3 hits so far for the Chargers, yet they've had threatened in 4 innings.
It's a game with a lot of base runners and not a lot of scoring.
Right. For both teams, yeah.
Right. Runner takes off, and the ball kicks away from McKenzie. New glove might have had something to do with that.
Great call.
Stolen base because he took off before the ball got past McKenzie.
Now he's there for you. Got to find a way.
Schmidt behind 1 and 2.
Misses a little high.
Pitch count in the mid-90s now for Reed.
That one well. Inside, ducking out of the way there. You saw Schmid.
That was that classic breaking pitch that just spun out of the hands and didn't do anything.
This one's grounded to the second baseman. He'll make the diving stop. Georgiana on to first for the second out over to Todd. Zug moves up to third.
Nice play by Georgiana there. That stopped that one from getting into right field.
Yeah, great play by Georgiana.
Schmid's been stinging the ball.
He has been. He's just not.
Look at this.
It's snake bitten. This is it for Reed. He's done. Looks like
Todd.
Lanero. Is that Lanero?
Oh,
DiMaggio.
Yep.
Lanero's going to come to the mound.
Got to take off all his bling bling so he can pitch.
Yeah, looks like Todd. Now see, I just mentioned this last night.
Yeah.
When I don't know if it's still the rule, but he's got that wristband on, and his is on the pitching hand.
Right.
You are not allowed to have that wristband on.
Yeah, you're right.
And last night, Georgiana had it on his glove hand, but still, you're not allowed to have that wristband on if you're on the mound.
No. It's a distraction to the
Yeah,
hitters.
exactly. I don't care if it's a dark color.
And if I had, just an assumption here, but DiMaggio is going to come in, he's going to throw hard, but is he going to hit the zone? That's your question, because he just looks like a type of guy that's going to throw hard, but
Go ahead, Matt.
is he going to be able to locate?
I'm trying to see who's going out the short. Looks like Todd is going to go to second base. Or is he going to go short? Todd's going to go.
I think it's anything.
See, Todd is no longer the first baseman. I bet you is Reed going to come play first, maybe? Georgiana may be over at first base. No? Todd's going to shortstop.
Well, we're going to find out the role, guys.
Todd's going to shortstop. Yeah, Reed's coming over to first.
I mean, as far as I know, we talked about it on the air yesterday, Al. On the college level, you can't. You had to take it off. And I know that from playing and coaching.
Let's keep
Well, I think
Sam Zyrel went and checked on it. It has to be white.
yeah. So it's if it's dark, you can do it. Color, you cannot. So there you go. There's the answer.
So it's 2-0 to Santelli. Oh no, this is Mario
Williams. Yeah. There's a called strike, 2-1.
Yep.
You just got to run into one here. Stick the bat out.
Swung at ball 3.
Yeah, I don't want to go golfing right now.
Runner at third. 2 outs here for the Chargers. Let's see what they can do.
It's popped foul out of play. Count still 2-2 to Mario Williams. Mentioned did not play yesterday for his rehearsals.
Yep.
Or his tryout, actually.
We need him to act like a hitter here.
No, we need him to be a hitter here.
Well, that was the point I was making.
That's ball 3.
There's
Great hold there. He thought about it. Good patience.
Ball 4.
Yeah.
Mario Williams, who's batting .273 coming into today. And that's his 3rd walk. Just his 3rd walk of the season.
And here comes Mr. Hudak.
See, we're going to get a runner for Mario. Mr. Wentling. Be the runner for Mario Williams.
The baby is on first.
A little bit of speed. He can pick him up and put him down.
Yeah, he's got to get those wheels going early.
You know what his real claim to fame is, being the nephew to Brian Zarenda, Sarah Catholic baseball coach.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's his real claim to fame.
Okay, that is a claim to fame.
Fake over to third and look back at Braden over here at first.
Second time we've seen that today.
No wonder he knows how to run the bases.
Strike.
Called strike. Lanero, you can tell, not a pitcher. He's a thrower.
Yeah, he's a thrower. He's just gonna try to throw a pass. He's gonna serve it up and say, if it's in the zone, hit it.
There's Wentling going, and this one grounds to second. The shortstop comes up to make the play at second base because the runner was going the shortstop. It's almost the impossible, unfortunate circumstance of a hit and run, but the shortstop, because he was moving over because of the runner moving, ended up being in the right place.
That happened at least 3 times yesterday.
We talked about it yesterday.
Yesterday, 3 times. They'd send a runner, and the Chargers
2
would
times
hit it.
Gino hit it up the middle.
Right up the middle.
Happened. Yep. And that time, look what happens.
That was.
Wetling's
If
not
he's
going.
not
Hudak,
going, that's a base hit.
That's a base hit.
We
You
got runners
score a
on first and third.
Yep.
Wow, maybe
With the run
first and
with a
second.
run in.
What a
Oh,
run in.
right. That's what I mean. Yeah.
So
And that's
now
a game of baseball.
we go to the bottom of the 6th. Chargers still trail 3-0. And guys, this series has just been frustrating.
Yeah.
And I mean, as frustrating as it is to us, and I think those in the stands, I think even more frustrating to the guys that are wearing black today.
Right. Okay, we're going to count on sophomore out here to have another great inning. Boy, 2 great innings on the mound for Sean.
Yeah, Hudak's been spectacular since he's came into the game here, and hopefully he can keep it up. Got to get out of this inning, keeping it here, 3-0.
Certainly this team is very capable of spoiling. I think Double A is just so deep this year in the postseason, and anybody can beat anybody, and there's going to be mark my words, there's going to be a bunch of upsets in the Double A playoffs.
Quote-unquote upsets.
Yes. Yeah, from a seeding perspective.
Yeah.
But
right.
Just seeing what we've seen from Sean in that first inning of work on the mound, and what I hope to see in this second inning, then I just got to thinking what the pitching is going to look like next year. Everybody's back.
They're going to be stacked. You got Cobble back too. I mean,
K-Ball.
Yeah. From his knee.
Right.
So, and he's a pitcher.
Right. Yeah, Quinn's back. Zay will be back. The Burzels are back.
Yeah, you're loaded next year with pitching.
Yeah, your two main pitchers this year are both coming back.
Right.
And then you got say it again.
K-Balls.
And then you got
Van
Burzell.
Van. I'll just say Van.
Yeah, Van's easier. We always find that name for you, Al.
Yeah.
It's called strike.
1-2. Georgiana, top of the order here for.
Just went out and fished for that one and popped it up to Williams at shortstop. 1 away, and I'm going to throw it back. Christian, you'll know who I'm talking about, but it's not like Sean's stuff is overwhelming from a velocity perspective, but he kind of reminds me of Tim Mulvey.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
absolutely, he does.
I mean, he's right. Tim was a lefty, but just the way that he pitches and goes about,
kind of his demeanor.
Yeah.
Another pop up.
Yep, pitching to contact here, and this one is sliding grab by Hansen, a little web gem.
It almost looked like he lost it there for a minute in his high sky and then made a last-minute charge.
Wow, that was a terrific catch by Hansen. And, I think he was almost like, Schmidt, what are you doing, man? You got to be out here to go get this. And Schmidt's like, man, I haven't played second base all year. I don't know what you're talking about.
It is a different animal.
Because he was looking at him like, are you going to go get this ball? And then Hansen kind of stopped. And
I think Hansen just wanted to have another
spectacular
catch.
Web gem.
He just likes to make things.
We'll get him on an interview after we'll ask.
Quickly, 2 outs here. And here's Brian Reed.
And he's playing deep back there because DiMaggio
Schmidt
was
couldn't
up.
backhand that one. That's an error on Nate. It's got to be weird. I mean, you've been playing one position, 2 positions at max. He's been at third and first pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you move him over to second, and it's fluidity, it's body movement, it's muscle memory.
It's not natural to go from first to second.
Cole Sterrett takes strike 1.
2 away here in the 6th. Bouncing that one up. Nice scoop. I mean, going back to another player that hasn't played his position in a while, James Safters looked like an everyday catcher right out of the gate.
Looks like he's been there all year, yeah.
And misses.
Yeah, he's back there framing pitches, picking the ball out of the dirt, keeping it in front, throwing guys out.
This one's well struck to center field. It will bounce in front of Hansen, and 2-out single for Sterrett as Reed moves up to second.
He's on all 4 times he's been to the plate. He's
a cleanup batter for
3
you.
for 3 with a walk.
Now's Mark Weber.
Yeah, you got to find a way to keep this at a 3-run game here.
Weber's 0 for 2 with a walk, scored a run.
Stepping off and turning, and pump fake there back at second base.
A little inside move, inside turn. Nice stop there by Safner again. We're just talking about him.
Hudak looks at the runner at second base and deals. Popped up and coming on is Santilli and calls off sort of Hudak to make the catch and retire the side here in the 6th. We'll go to the 7th. Chargers need 3 to keep this one alive and their hopes of a section championship alive. They trail 3-0. Charger baseball here on the OLSH Sports Network.
Yeah, got to turn up here. Get the dugout rallying. Flip the hats here.
Rally caps.
Yep.
I don't have one today. Same situation we were in yesterday, Christian.
Yeah,
it's
3-0. And you got DiMaggio here on the mound, and again, throws hard.
Yeah.
So you just got to be patient, sitting there and find your pitch.
That's it.
Don't overthink this one.
Top of the order for the Chargers. Just, we said it before. We're going to get to do it. Safner, Brazel, and we'll see if Brandon comes up again or if they get somebody else. But
my guess is he's going to bat.
James is 1 for 3, singled, lined out the first, and grounded out to the pitcher.
Well, again, a good place to start the 7th. Called a strike to James.
1-1.
Lanero high in the zone, and he'll foul it off. 1-2. Headed for College of Charleston is James. Is that foul that one off? Honors College.
I think he's going a little fast, that motorcycle.
That dude was zipping.
Speed limit's 25 on that street. I think he was doing a little bit more than 25.
You should call Al. Pops this one up. Shallow right center. Going to hang up there too much. One away.
And Myers makes the easy catch out there. He's been busy out there right field.
Sure has. Sure has.
I got him five putouts out there.
Brady Brazel.
Seems like
first pitch swinging, bounces to third. And that's 2. As that was
and it will be Brandon.
Weber tossing over to first base, and
Reed.
Brian Reed, who's the starting pitcher and in line to get the win today. And Brandon Brazel, who, the thought process was, maybe him bat once or twice, and he ends up
4 times.
Yep.
Yep.
Lanero is quick work here. Another pop-up trying to finish this thing off. He's walking off the field, and
he will.
He will be able to. Seton LaSalle shuts out the Chargers today. Same run total as yesterday, 3-0. They sweep the season series and push the Chargers to at least 3rd place, if not lower than that, depending on how things play out the rest of today and this week. The Chargers lose this one 3-0.
So at this point, if you're a Charger fan, you want to finish higher in the section, you got to root for Southside to beat New Brighton.
Yeah, you need Southside to beat New Brighton today.
And Southside to beat
Southside to beat.
But it doesn't matter.
No, at that point.
At that point, it doesn't matter. We're not going to be first or second.
Right. That game will be
but
what it is.
You'd rather see Southside beat them anyways. You beat Southside, these guys. You
Yeah,
lost them
that's
twice.
Yeah, because we
That's a
beat
fair point.
Southside. Yeah.
I like that thought process.
Yeah, you gotta have a different thought. Sometimes you gotta tweak with it a little bit, but man, this is another tough one because you know how much these two games meant, and they're two good teams. But that's a game of baseball. But it doesn't mean you see them a third time and you can't beat them.
10 hits for Seton LaSalle. Chargers only able to muster up 3. And that's the story right there. Although the Chargers get some base runners, they couldn't do anything with them. It was reminiscent of the Pirates the last week or so. They get runners on and can't get them in. So
yeah.
Well, they'll regroup and get basically a quote-unquote practice game before the playoffs start.
Quick turnaround here on Thursday.
You get to see the Chargers mustering up here.
Yeah. I mean, the black uniforms look good. So
Yeah,
and I hear through the grapevine there's going to be new black jerseys next year. So with the script OLSH.
Nice.
Those will be even nicer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, I'm not to call her out, but Mrs. Safter, Heather Safter, was walking past and went, I have to say, I asked who 0 was. And then I realized it was the O.
Yeah.
And I was like, haven't you been washing this jersey for 4 years?
That is too funny.
Cut the tape. Cut the tape.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll listen to that part.
Well,
Back on the air Thursday.
I'm just going to go there. The next time you're going to hear these voices will be Thursday from Eden Christian Academy up there off of Mount Nebo Road. And nice facility up there. If you can make it up, I'd like to have you. If not, 2, if not 3 of us will be there to bring you that game. So that should be a fun one. As I said, Eden Christian always has a good ball club. We normally get a game in with them every year, and this is the one this year. So should be good.
Should be good.
Final thoughts?
Yeah, you got to bring the bats, guys. I mean, you got one more. You got one more game to tune it up, and a great opportunity and a great team and a great senior class, and you don't want it to just last one game in the postseason. You want to keep it going, and you're gonna have a tough first round matchup. There's no doubt now where you're going to end up. You're going to either be in that 8-9 or 7-10 game more than likely. So you're going to make the most of it. The good news is what we said at the top of the broadcast, which was AA so deep that you're going to see them at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up getting into that matchup where we end up having to see Seton LaSalle in the second round. I wouldn't be surprised. And Seton has played better the last 2 games, but I also wouldn't be thrilled with the way that I think that they could have done better than they actually ended up doing. They won the game. That's the name of the game. But I don't know that I'd be all that excited to playing the Chargers a third time, especially how close they would be in proximity to one another. A GCC could be another potential opponent.
Right.
They always like to put those private Catholic schools together,
right? So no, I'm sure Brad Bestick is telling them exactly that same thing, Matt. That hey, we won the game, but we didn't play our game. We need to do better. But the same thing.
They
with
left
the
a lot on the base pads today.
They absolutely did. The same thing for the Chargers. I mean, Coach Phil is probably telling his boys the same thing. Hey, hey, we did what we could, with the injuries that we got, but we can't use that as an excuse. We got to go out there and play and
you got to find a way.
Get the guys in when we get them on base. We can't just leave them out there.
Right.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're playing great defense.
No, they are. And they're getting good pitching, too. I mean, you know what I mean? It's been pretty solid, and not having Zay today, those guys did a heck of a job. You just got to find a way to get some runs here. Right now, it's just one of those, times where you got to get the bats hot somehow, and if that happens, anything can happen.
All right. That being said, Go ahead, take us out of here, Matt.
All right. Yeah. I'm a little rusty at this, guys. For OLSH, Christian Harbaugh, all of us here at the OLSH Sports Network, thanks so much for listening to this presentation of Charger Baseball. Back on the air on Thursday. Until then, for all of us at OSN, thanks so much for watching. I'm Matt Fargo saying again the final score, Seton LaSalle 3, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart 0. We'll talk to you next time right back here on the OLSH Sports Network.